Add to stage. Okay, we're on live. Add that to the stage. I think we're live here as well. Should be. Oh, there it is. There it is. So Instagram is live now. Let's see. YouTube should be live as well. Let's make sure Facebook is rolling. Is there a link? Can I share a link? New invite. Huh. I think there'll be like a link or something you can send out. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to play with that a little bit later. So for now, let's just create one. Just create a string. Change it out. Let me post this link real quick and then we'll get started. Is it live? Let's post to the animation. Deadpool 5. Whoa. Needs to have a flare. Post on Reddit. It's so weird. Wow, Reddit's the only one that's like that. It's like Facebook is being a little tricky too. So I see Instagram is going. YouTube, like it's going. It's weird. You got to do all this setup just to check it out. All right, I think Facebook is fine, like it's going as well. So everything checks out. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so welcome back everyone for the live stream. This is not for Philandroids, but this time this is for Deadpool. All right. This animation I actually started. Man, has it been 2 weeks? I'm not sure if it's been 2 weeks now. It's been over a week or so. And just got to kind of see Deadpool Part 5. Share. Boom. Let's turn the music on. Got some Lil Mo featuring Fabulous in the background. All right, let's see where we're at. Let's just kind of recap. So from what we had before, let's crop the screen to review the animation. Let's tap, tap, tap. What's that? Oh, I had some titles I was putting in before. So he's like, tap, 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 tap. He gets an idea. It's like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then he gets in the position and he's mark, set, go. He starts running. And then pick up from the animation that we did before. That flows pretty well. Looks nice. All right, so let's turn on our animatic and see what's next. So now the problem is the animation that we created doesn't quite track with the animatic that we actually drew. Because as it stands, it only goes from about right here to right here. And that's not going to fly. We actually extended it a lot longer. So let's do the same thing down here in our animatic real quick. Right here, I believe is where it stopped. So let's actually just, let's make a mark here just to kind of keep track. And then right here. So we'll just take this, copy it. We're going to do some finagling here. We're going to add a space, erase it, and then we're going to, before we do all that, we have to add a space to everything, not just one spot. Extend, erase, and then add a whole bunch of space. So now we're actually extending it to the same thing that we're creating in our new drawing. So I'll take all this, copy it, and just paste it all the way down. I'm not too worried about messing it up right now. Ah, shoot. Looks like it's only going to take but so much left here. So I don't want to erase too much. So what I'll do is just kind of copy, maybe like the first four. And then do it one more time. Perfect. Lines up perfectly. So it's not going to look right, like he's just zooming in and out, in and out. And that's okay for now. Because we got it up here, right? So now let's go back to our actual drawing. Looks like the next part is actually Wolverine. We get to work on his hands here. Let me just switch screens real quick. All right, so let's take a look at his hands. Let's uncrop it. So his hands here, let's actually make sure we're on the, see, we gotta make sure we're on the Wolverine screen. The Wolverine layer here. Let's turn it on. Right there. And I just want to pull up a reference of Wolverine real quick as well. So I'm looking at Jim Lee's Wolverine. That was always my favorites. Like the Uncanny X-Men version. That looks good. So he has your basic kind of hands. Let's actually use a non-smooth pen. Something like that. And then we're just gonna do the same thing over here too. Is it Marco? So just kind of do some makeshift knuckles real quick. Some Aaliyah throwback. Give him some. Nah, that's too wide. I think the arms I'm going to do here is what I'm going to keep. Maybe I need to come up like that. It's just not quite. I don't like how huge his wrists are turning out to be. Something like that, right? It's not getting too bogged down into it just yet, but we're going to copy that. And that's actually going to be extended by 1 frame, 2 frames. Copy this. We're just going to move them up a little bit and shrink them down some as well. I'm actually going to bring them together too. Save, and then group this arm, and then group that arm. Start kind of closing in the gap a little bit. Extend this drawing. And right here, we're actually seeing a lot more of his frame. So we might have to actually go back and fill in between here and there because there's a lot missing to just go right into his body frame all of a sudden. Let's get these shoulders in here, get that back in there, a nice little arch. And get that in there like that. That's his back. His chest. You're not going to see a whole bunch of that chest because his arm is right there. Just make sure these wrists aren't so make sure it's not too wild on us here. Something like that. And then we could probably actually round these fists off just a little bit better right there, like that. Like that. I'm going to copy this arm and flip it. I think I'll work for us to not have to redraw the whole thing necessarily. So just get rid of that. I'm going to bend this arm a little bit too. I think I'll give it a little bit more character. And maybe we'll bend this one too, right? Why not? Like so. I don't feel like that really captures what I'm going for here though. Maybe let's dwindle this muscle down just a little bit more. That's a much better drawing than what we had. And then his eyes are very much like slits. Like so. And then his mouth. Let's make sure we capture that mask. And then need to get a real menacing Wolverine mouth. Like, let's see. So I can't quite, oh, there it is, there's one. So it's just like that. And then, of course, let's make sure to get all the hair like that. And then so I don't think we're gonna see all of this under there, right? It's Wolverine. And I'm not going to commit to this just yet, like that. But you do see some of his head in there. Some. And then, of course, you have that. But he does have some pretty meaty. These arms aren't that long. Let's just bring it down some. Like that. Now let's do the same here. Like so. Okay. Of course, he'll have like his muscles and all that. I need the outfit. His uncanny outfit is not too different from his regular outfit, right? It's really just he has like a line. Well, let's make sure he has some nice delts right there. Uncanny, like he has like a design going down like that, right? So that's supposed to be his chesticle. Let's actually bring that like that, and then like so. Let's just remove that little muscle line right there. And then just for giggles, like that. And then, yeah, we're not going to see much more of the head and everything. We can do better with the hands, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. We'll extend that one frame. And then we're going to kind of redraw it a little bit. And it's actually going to come down some too. So what we're going to do, turn on our onion skin. Then let's just draw the arm like coming down. Where is it at? Right here. All right, I see what's going on. It gets a little tricky. We just got to stick with it. And then what's happening right here, it's supposed to be like his hand is coming a little closer to us. Like so. See it? So it's kind of like that. Just got to turn it off every now and then to kind of come back and see what's going on. That's good. I don't think I like that eye. A little bit of that hair on the side there. Man, I'm liking this. It's really coming together. Now remember, it's zooming in on us too at the same time. And then that's the design that comes down right there. Of course, you got his little X right here. I could have closed that in. I don't know why I didn't do that. And then what's happening also while that's happening is 3 claws, right? So his claws are starting to protrude. Like that. Of course, it'll be closed in. I think this line right here is making him look a little chunky. I'm gonna bring that in just a little, just a tad. All right. Very good. All right. So now extend that one by one frame. All right. Now we're getting in close. And see, the funny thing, I think I said this before on the last stream too. Like, so I'll do like this pre-draw of like a stick figure kind of thing, or just bubble drawings, what I like to call it. And then I'll come back and draw it all over again for a first draft, is what we're doing here. And then draw it all over again as a final draft. And then what's supposed to be happening here, it's supposed to be like it's close, right? It's like he's like this and he's coming down and the arms are spreading out. So might have to just kind of pre-draw like the arms. Three, four. I don't like this. And then the blades are supposed to be coming out even more. And then, of course, like that, all that shoulder meat. I'm not digging that. So I am digging this a lot more. Like so. Then the face is kind of covered up a little bit. You're not going to see the eye as much. It's definitely going to be covered up. And then we're going to erase some of this arm and the head. It's a shame because I think it would add a lot of definition to the drawing. That might be too wide though. Hold on, before we start erasing stuff, let's just. Like that, maybe? This one's too big still. I think that'll work. So let's clean it up a little. Like that. Yeah, that's. Ooh, I forgot the other hand. So I think I'll just copy this one because it's already such a good hand. Save, copy, paste, flip, reposition it. Let's actually group this one because I don't want to miss it too much. And what I'll do is actually go to the next frame and erase. Let's turn off our animatic because it's confusing me. I'm going to erase where it overlaps with the other hand, just to kind of help us keep track, not get too confused later on. Let's do some cleanup right here. These are going to be very quick shots too, so doing really well. And making sure, let me see, this needs to be erased right here and right there. We erased a lot of it. I didn't realize how much of that was going to be cut off. Like that right there, the eye. That's good. Gotta make sure to give him some hairs and stuff. He's a hairy dude. Let's bring this back. Nice. Save. Now let's see what the next drawing is going to be. So it's going to be him with his claws kind of extended out. Like that. Let me see. What kind of angle are we going with? So I think his hands are, he's going like this, and then we're starting to see the top of the hand. That's what's happening. So it's going from this angle to probably like this angle. So we'll see the knuckle a little bit then. The knuckle and like a 3/4, maybe not the whole fist. And then it's going to end up like kind of coming down towards us. It's going to be a lot of little modifications. So I'm actually probably going to try this drawing first because I want it to be very stylized. Nope. Do the bottom line and then we'll do the top line like that. And the idea was to do it like, remember the X-Men intro? It's like X-Men intro when Wolverine extended his claws. And let me see. He extended the claws and yeah. It's kind of a mixture of like a frontal and a backhand kind of thing. So I'm gonna do it like this. Because it's kind of like these little tubes. I think they're called tubes of his hands. So let's draw some fingers. So bear with me for a moment because these fingers are going to be very jacked up. 3, 4. Oh man, I erased it. So kind of like so. Yeah, so the idea is almost like it's, even though it's pointing at you, it's actually coming up at a weird angle. like that. So in this particular picture here, I might have to adjust this. I hate that. So let's just go ahead and start like adding this up. Yeah, that's very wonky, isn't it? Let's do one blade at a time. Let's just bring it down like that. I can probably just draw it from this right here, to be honest. If I just remember what my Wolverine kind of looks like. Really get those anger marks in there because he's angry. Say, who you think you're drawing, bub? Nope. Like so. And then we'll obviously fix them up real nice. Let's get rid of that. Ooh, that's a nice looking Wolverine. Actually, this probably needs to go up some more. That's fine for now. See, Wolverine. Yeah. Try not to make him too bulky. And then he had like little hairs. Let's make sure you give him like a glove right there, like that. But then on the design itself, let me see. Yeah, see, it just goes down to his shoulder. I can't really portray that very well from this angle. We'll be all right. He'll be all right. I think that looks very well so far. I need to flip that. So let's actually grab. So what we'll do, save, select all this, group it, so we can move it as one object, grab it, put it on this layer, so I can move that as I need. And then I'm gonna copy everything from here. This can get tricky. Cut, read, undo, paste, and then flip it. Like that. Almost. Yeah, that's good. That's a money shot right there. That's a money shot. Does he have anything else? Not really. Just this belt buckle. Like that. We'll make him pretty later. But now that we have a nice drawing, we need to go back right there and right there. Let's zoom in on our frames because I can't see what's going on. So we're going to do the same exact drawing again. Let's go up here. Turn on our onion skin. Let's remove all our previous and necks. Turn on our necks so we'll see all the green. This is where it gets really confusing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all these claws, remove them, and put them on the next layer. Just like that. So now it's going to get a little tedious. I got to redraw this 1, 2, 3 more times. 3 more times in different poses, changing each time. So bear with me. So right here, I'm going to do one item at a time. The head right here. They're not going to look perfect either. Right there. And then let's check it and make sure, yeah, that's good enough. Let's get the mouth in there. And then the eyes have to be somewhere kind of like in between. See how it kind of just fits in? Get rid of this. Oh, don't want to get rid of the whole circle. Do have a little bit of the mask in there. It's not totally lost. Bring this down just some. Don't want like Batman. So this is going to come down to, we've got to do it again here. So let's start with, you see the nose in the previous drawing right here, the green. Then we got to do the nose right here and where it's going to go. It's kind of like that. I don't want it to be too far down though. Like that. Cliche, 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 cliche. And then get that chin in there. Now I just erase some of that circle head that we don't need anymore. See how it's coming together big time. And then one more. Again, like we just did. Actually, what I might do for this one, because it's not going to be seen so much, I'm going to copy the one I just did, move it up, and then I'm just going to shift. I'm going to shift it down a little bit, shrink it up, kind of tweak it some. Look at that. Just the head alone. Let's bring these blades back real quick. We don't want to mess that up. Actually, this extends out for a little while, all the way to here. All right, now we can go back and start filling in some of the body. All right, these blades are still throwing me off. Let's pull them back out. Right there. Okay, it makes it a little bit easier. So what's going on is he's supposed to be a little bit closer to us. So what I'll do is just draw the body a little bit bigger than what it was. But not too big though. sort of like this. Let's move the shoulder up. And then I turn this crop off. This crop is messing me up. So now to do this hand, again, hands can be really tricky for people if you don't know what you're doing. Like that. But then remember, we still had some blade kind of extending out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's do it. Let's start with the blade first, huh? Slow your rolls there, buddy. Gonna draw them tubes. Some hairy hair. Bad guy. Look, I'm not a huge Jay-Z fan, but I gotta say, like, he's got some hits, man. You gotta put some respect on his name. Gotta put some respect on the name. I'm not a huge fan, but I don't know. His style has never been one I wanted to emulate, you know? I'm gonna take these arms and shoulders, I'm actually gonna move them up. He's doing like a wide wingspan kind of thing. I don't want him to be too bulky though. I mean, Wolverine's a pretty stocky dude, but like, what are we talking about here though, right? He's not the Hulk. I think it's okay to just make him a little bit wider than normal. Not too much, but just a little bit to show that he's kind of like flexing a little bit, you know? And then, of course, bring this down, his outfit. Give it a... I think we can bring the blades back, finally. Or, whoa, 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 whoa. The claws. So let's crop it again. Let's kind of check our progress and see where we're at. Let's turn off the animatic. Oh, these hands down here are huge. This is why we got to check it sometimes. Let's see. And then from here, he looks a little scrawny right here. Yeah, maybe something like that. Nice little one line makes a difference. So I might have to do a transition right here too. I gotta add one in because that's not flowing very well for me. Of course, finish the body right here. And then when I finish this, I'm gonna do a nice effect where the flash is gonna come through the claws, kind of like in the X-Men cartoon intro. All right, so let's just finish off the rest of the bodies. Do you have a dream? Let's see. Is this the animatic? Oh man, I didn't leave myself a lot to work with, huh? Like, what is this? All right, I can do this. Never thought that out. So let's do this. Oh, something simple arms. And then what I want to do with this hand is just kind of cock it just a little bit. Oh no. And then this thumb can actually be a little bit better. Like that. And then we can actually, let's actually do a little bit. A little bit further down. Let's do the claws coming out just ever so slightly, a little bit more. This arm can do better. Man. Turn off the cropping. I think I'm trying to, it's like my mind is trying to compensate for what I can't see in the cropping, basically. So let's do up and then over like that. So what we'll have to do is bring the arm in some. Let's draw this hand like this. One, two, three, four. Four. Let's draw the top of the knuckles. Blade coming out some. And we'll fix this in the final. So each one, each new drawing or next drawing, we got to see the claws coming out just a little bit more each time. Like that. Ooh, that hand is janky. Wow. Just a little bit of manipulation can make it right. And this hand right there. Both these hands are like crap, if I'm gonna be honest. Nah. Okay. We'll fix that in post. We'll fix it in post. So another favorite artist of mine, Chris Brown, Chris Breezy. I don't know what it's been, but lately, man, he's been hitting. What's the Summer Too Hot? Man, this song is definitely one of my faves of his. Oh, look at that. We're almost there. So before I start with the arms and the shoulders, actually, I'm gonna start with the torso because this one is such a particular pose. I gotta make sure to get the torso in there. like that. Somewhat Toon had. Like that. Like this. So this hand is actually kind of in our face a little bit more. 3, 4. That's actually going out a little bit further than I thought I wanted it to. So let's just move it over like that. Yeah, that looks good. All right, let's turn the animatic off. I don't think we need it anymore. Oh, except for that hand, right? Some little blades sticking out here. I think I might actually steal this. I might use it in it. I don't know why. Sometimes, like, you can just draw the hand so perfectly the first time, and you do it again, and it's like crap. So we'll fix this arm to fit this hand. Like that. So now let's take a look at our product. I think we did pretty well. Except right here. I don't like this. Let's ungroup this. Let's fix these arms. Something about it is just kind of off for me. It's like he's too big right here in his forearms. Let's just kind of shrink them down. I think the shapes look really nice. They're just too big. And the biceps too, maybe. Right? That's better. Like that. And then it's actually like a extra little arm meat back there. Okay. All right. So let's just kind of review the whole thing again real quick. Let's crop it off or crop it on. I see something else too. The line weight is a little, let's get the whole thing in there. The line weight is a little different here versus here. I probably have to go back and just increase it so it's the same size. It's like, ching. Okay. But then let's make sure the next drawing is Wolverine kind of yelling out. He's like, ah, and it's going out, right? And then we get into Deadpool doing his like, he's flipping in, but he's leading with his crotch, and he's got his legs spread wide open in Deadpool fashion, and he's shooting through his legs because why not? It's Deadpool. That's the part I really want to get to right here, but we got to finish our work, right? So let's go back and clean up some of this Wolverine. Let's do some actual real drawings. So let's get our smooth tuning pen out. And then, so of course, we're gonna draw an actual hand this time. Kind of like so. Turn our crop off again. It's throwing me off. And actually, like I was originally planned, let's go ahead and actually just draw these arms out. Like so. A little bit of cleanup, not too much. It's got some little hairs. Let's go and draw that in there. Like our man Burley. And then let's just erase this. Some cleanup. But so now Wolverine, again, he has these tubes, right? Let's actually angle them real quick. The details are what makes the animations so fluent for us. All right, let's take a look at it. Make sure we're on the right track. Let's turn it. What is that? Let's turn this off. Let's erase it. I think it's okay, but it could be better. Like his pinky knuckle. Say that for pinky knuckle. His pinky knuckle's too big, and his foreknuckle and middle knuckle or forefinger are too small. They don't really follow. They don't really look right to me. Yeah, this is not. It's not really. I think that works. Now let's get rid of that. So what it is his thumb. This needs to come up like that. That's much better. I like that a lot more. If I wasn't so nitpicky, I'd probably be done with these animations a lot faster. So we'll close that off. Save, copy, paste, flip. And then for the ones that we need to go back and add, I'll fix that in there after we finish all this. All right, so we got that in there. Looks good. Copy this. And let's go on another layer, paste, shrink it down. So I'm going to use these again. Nah, so it's fine. Take this, I'm going to group it, do the same over here. How come Jamie Foxx doesn't make music anymore? Remember he came out with that Unpredictable album? And that drop, I was like, yo, that was a good album. But how come we don't hear anything from him anymore? So we're going to overlap the hands. Then I'm going to erase everything that's under it. Whoop. Then bring it back. So I'm going to erase them there, paste them there, like so. It's coming together. See, doing that first pre-draw, how we did all right here, it's still not quite the final drawing, but it really helps when it comes to do the final drawing because it kind of shapes up more of those details that we have to do big time. So now this one, we get to have a little bit of fun. Tighten up on the drawing a little bit. So this is where I definitely want to keep track of my reference and make sure I'm not going outside the reference. We have to get these details right. So he technically, oh man, this is where it sucks. He doesn't have hair popping out of his face mask. So I think I might take it out. I'm gonna take the hair out. Let's get a nice, that's a nice picture. I'm gonna take a snapshot of that. So let's start with the head here. It's actually just coming straight up, almost like a triangle. So there is no angles necessarily. Comes up really high and then it comes down to right under his eyes, like that. And then it goes down right below his nose. So we'll just say kind of like, because we're at such a crazy angle, I'm gonna put it right here. Like so. Like so. Now for the nose, let's make sure we get it in there real good. Like that, but then you see you have what's going on here. It's like you have the chin. So I'm gonna have to draw the chin in real quick, even though we're not gonna see it. Let me zoom out a little bit. So for the chin, you're gonna have to kind of like do one of them. No, you have to do like one of them. One of them. Do you even see the ear? Nope, you don't. So actually, I'm gonna bring this down even more. Like so. Yeah, I see what's going on. So it encapsulates the whole chin. That's it. And again, you're not going to see all this, so it was really so we can get that shoulder in there. Not the shoulder, but the side face. like that. All right, now let's draw in that nice little shoulder meat. That nice rib cage right there. And what's awesome too about doing this pre-draw is I don't have to try to figure out the drawing as much anymore either. So let's erase that. Some cleanup so it looks right. And we get to fix this arm too. Man, I've been wanting to do this the whole time. It's been bothering me. Like that. Listen to Toon. What's it called? Lay your head on my pillow. How cool would it be if Tony? Is it wait. Is it Tony or Tony Tone? I feel like I've heard people call it different things. But anyways, how cool would it be if they came out with an album today? Like, what would it sound like, right? Yeah, so this part is much easier. It'll go a little bit faster. I'm actually going to use a straight line for this belt because I want the X to actually look. Oh man, let's do this. Oh snap! I forgot I had a sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like that. I think that's pretty solid. Um, you know what? I might change something on the hand, on the hands. I might do something kind of like this. So do a fist, and then angle the fist down, kind of like that, right? So much cooler. But we're gonna fix that up a little bit. So we're seeing the side of the hand. I didn't have to do this, but I don't know why. I decided all of a sudden I wanted to redraw the hand. I'm making it harder for myself, really. Kind of like what does a fist in the hand look like, huh? So you look at the inside of a fist. It's got like this line coming here, line coming there, there. It's almost like an X. You do an X. Kind of like this, this, and this. But we gotta, make it look a little bit better than that because we're better artists than that. I don't know why I'm doing this. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Where is that though? I'm gonna go back to this hand. I'm sitting here trying to recreate the wheel. Completely abandoned that whole idea. Like that. And they're not too big. Look at that. Oh man, it works out perfectly. Fix some of these lines that I created. And plus, these thick wrists really work with these thick hands too. Man, I should have some thick wrists like that. Some big old thick wrists. You know what they say about thick wrists? Let's let's just grab this wrist and go to a previous layer. So where do we have it set? Kind of like right there. Doesn't quite work with. Let's turn off the animatic. Oh, it's not even on. Let's make sure it's working with the green drawing we have here. I think it does. I think it does. All right, so now we just got to erase everything under it like that. Copy it. Paste it in this. I forgot to erase the mask. Damn. Let's take a look at our drawing. Wait. Forgot his underpants. Got to give him some cheeks, some thighs. Give him a crotch because we love our guy. Save. And cut that off. Let's take a look at it. Well, actually, let's place it where it's supposed to be. Erase all that. Wait. Oh, I forgot to draw the mouth, man. Dang. How does that look? I just erased everything. That's how it looked. So let's actually put that back into place and finish drawing some of these details out. Forgot a couple of things. Actually, we can do his mouth a little bit better than that. So how would it look if we actually put some of these lines in here like this? Like so. Something's off. I'm missing something. I can't tell what it is. I think it's the eyebrows, maybe. Something's weird looking about it. I can't put my finger on it. All right, well, we just have to commit. Got it this far. But let's actually get these designs in here like that. Right there, a little bit of cleanup. I like it. It looks good. So let's go to the next one. So this one should be fairly simple. I said that about the last couple ones though, right? Like that. Kind of like that. Put the tubes on there. Finish these details. And I'll tell you what, guys, I think we actually got a lot done tonight, but I'll probably end the stream here in about, well, I'll probably end it after this drawing here. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in what you guys think about the stream. I'm trying it on different platforms besides just YouTube. My main platform is YouTube. In fact, let me double check, make sure I'm not missing anything on anywhere else. My main platform is YouTube, but I'm trying it on Facebook and Instagram, obviously, as well. So I would love any feedback you guys might have. And love to read any comments. Give them some like, when I drew those, I was thinking Batman. Might have to really calm down on these ornament, facial ornament things. Kind of like that. Make them save me. That's another one, Mario. What happened to Mario, man? Did the new school just like push the old school out? I remember when Mario came out, and now to even call him old school is insane to me. Excuse me. Man, that sandwich is good. And then give him a belt buckle. Let's put the X in there because actually, can I just copy it from the last one? Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I don't want to be a copier. Not too much anyway. Just get rid of that line. So now we just gotta draw the other hand, which I'm probably not gonna do. I'm just gonna copy. I know, I know. I just said I wasn't gonna be a copier, and then I'm becoming a copier. Sue me. Oh, right there. Mm-hmm. Kind of like that. Jeez, like so. Now let's just erase all of this right here. Some cleanup. All right, now, oh, let's make sure everything under it from the other end is tracking for us right here too. Like that. Some cleanup right here. Oh, I erased too much right there. Whoop. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna erase just a little bit off of this headline. I'm just gonna move it over just a little bit. I'm gonna see how that looks. That looks horrible. All right, so I'm just gonna draw my own line, kind of like that. Just kind of help represent that's his head. And then we're just gonna drop it into place. Nice. All right, so let's just recap the video so far. Oh, let's clean that up right there too. I'm missing something. All right. Wow, there's a couple of places to clean up. Okay, let me make sure. Wow, okay. Because that would be noticeable. Okay, so let's just go back just enough. Deadpool is running, going off into the distance, and then Wolverine's hands come in. So this is where we gotta right here to right here. I definitely gotta add something in between this spot right there. Let's make sure we add the details in there. And that's for the outfit. Right there. What? Some more cleanup right there. So we did all this here. So on the next stream, we should be able to finish all of this up in the final animation. And then even we should be able to also get into his next phase of yelling as well, which these parts right here are very much a close-up. So we don't have to worry about doing the whole body shot and the hands. Doing the hands and feet really slow things down a lot. Even the face too, because there's a lot of details and stuff. You have to do the nose, eyes, the lips, teeth, ears, and stuff like that. Getting the head proportion right. That can be tough. But for the next part, it's really just a close-up of his face and some of the shoulders as well. So that should be fairly simple. But all right, guys, I really appreciate it again. If you have any comments or any feedback or anything like that you want to share, let me know. Anything else you want to see in the future, I'm definitely jotting them down. We have one request for Bane. See how we can make that work. But other than that, I'll keep trucking. Oh, also look at this. Check out some swag. I made this from one of my my previous animations, the Berserk Guts. It's I Am Cartoons Stay Tuned shirt. So yeah, just let me know what you think, and definitely tune in next time. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And stay tuned. Oh man, Chris, I missed you. Sorry about that, man. I definitely will have to. I'm trying different platforms, man, and I didn't really get to comment on all the different things like I wanted to. But I will definitely make sure I get back to you on some of this stuff as well. Tony Baloney sounds like a good name for a cartoon character. I suggest a stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same. I'm gonna remember that YouTube and Twitch. I'll consider that for next time. But yeah, man, I'll have to hit you up on Wednesday. I'll see you next time.